Super Saiyan is definitely the most popular transformation in all of Dragon Ball, and it's well deserved too. I mean, Super Saiyan 1 paved the way for all of the insane transformations we see today, like Super Saiyan 4, Super Saiyan God, and Super Saiyan Blue. Gohan unfortunately hasn't officially ascended to the level of a god yet, but seeing as how he can keep up with the Super Saiyan Blue Goku, you could say he has the next best thing. So to do this video, it actually took quite a bit of research and even going back and having to watch certain episodes and read certain manga panels on different websites because of miswording. Today, however, I'm going to be trying my best to explain what the potential unleashed or unlocked transformation or power up actually is, and it's a bit more complicated than the Super Saiyan transformations. So in light of the Tournament of Power arc in the Dragon Ball Super manga and Gohan having his current fight with Kefla, the question I want to pose to you all before we get started is, where would you personally place Ultimate Gohan among all the fighters in Dragon Ball Super? Now, I'm not asking you to rank the potential unlocked transformation itself because it's different for everybody, just Ultimate Gohan himself. So let me know down below in the comment section as you're listening, and without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So if we go back to the original adaptation of Dragon Ball Z, whether you want to refer to the original manga or the anime itself, having your potential unlocked was something we only saw a handful of times. 3 total if I'm not mistaken. 2 of these times were on Gohan specifically, so this video will be revolving mostly around him, seeing as how he became the most powerful unfused person in Dragon Ball Z after receiving this power up. The first time we see Gohan get his potential awakened is on Namek by the Elder Guru, and the second time was by the Elder Kai after he shattered the Z-Sword. Now, there was never any official explanation or even an attempt to connect the 2 power-ups, which seemed to be in heavy relation to one another, as I'm sure many people ask alongside myself, how can you possibly have your max potential unlocked twice? If we were to use real world logic to understand this, we would probably say that Gohan was a child the first time he had his potential unleashed, not even being a teenager at the time. When he had his potential fully awakened once again, Gohan had undergone puberty, unlocked the Super Saiyan 1 and 2 transformations, and also experienced a recent Zenkai boost from his near-death fight with Majin Buu, which theoretically wouldn't do anything but inch you that much closer to your max hidden potential in the first place, but I felt like that was something worth mentioning anyway. You could also argue that the old Kai's potential unlocking ritual was more of a divine nature, much superior to Guru's, which would make sense, but that's never been confirmed, so that's just my headcanon at this point. On top of all of that, Gohan has always been the most naturally gifted out of all of the remaining Saiyans, so his growth ceiling has just been that much greater, but how does personal talent tie into this transformation? Well, to answer this question, we first have to understand what exactly this power-up is. The concept of one's own potential and unlocking it to its fullest extent is a concept well injected into the modern society. Of course, there's no potential unlocking ritual in real life, but obviously we and pretty much everyone in the Dragon Ball universe have to train in order to get stronger. There's just no way around that simple fact no matter how you slice it, and in Dragon Ball it's been like that since the very beginning. The Elder Kai's unlock ability basically allows you to enter a state where your full dormant powers get pushed well beyond their normal limits, to the point where you obtain access to power you could never even fathom you possessed, as evident by Gohan, who powered up in anger at not believing in the old Kai's ability and wanting to go save his friends and family on Earth, but when he did so was blown away by the amount of power that had built up inside of him. This without a doubt proved not only how amazing the old Kai's unlock ability was, but also just how gifted Gohan actually is. Now, in chapter 480 of Dragon Ball Z, the Elder Kai states that he can use his psychic powers to draw out the full hidden potential of any warrior no matter how strong, and allow them to soar far beyond their natural limits. Now, the former understanding of this form is that this is meant to be a person's ultimate power-up, hence the name Ultimate Gohan, and when one is in this fully unlocked state, former transformations such as Super Saiyan 1 and Super Saiyan 2 no longer matter because you're already at your maximum power in your base form. Now, I'm not sure where this theory started necessarily, but this is neither true nor a retcon. In chapter 497, the Elder Kai elaborates by saying that the former transformations are just for show, referring to the visual changes that Saiyans experience, and in the anime episode, he believes that Gohan doesn't need to transform into a Super Saiyan because he's already at his maximum potential and should be more than enough for Buu at this point. However, he then goes on to tell him, and this is all in the manga, to power up, similarly to how he does when transforming into a Super Saiyan. This would suggest that the ultimate form is a separate transformation in itself, similar to the other forms by the fact that you have to transform period and that you're not always powered up in your base form, which is what a lot of people originally thought. I guess in more literal terms it would be considered more of a power up than a transformation though, because Gohan doesn't undergo any changes in appearance. Now this form doesn't actually have an official name, but we usually refer to it as Potential Unlocked or Potential Unleashed. And we're referring to adult Gohan, specifically Ultimate Gohan, which like I said isn't necessarily the official name. Mystic Gohan, however, is fan-made. And while it isn't as popular as Ultimate Gohan, who's marketed under this name in things like games, clothing, etc., it's completely fan-made. Ultimate Gohan is stated to be stronger than Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, but I'm not a power scaler, so I won't attempt to scale him against a Buu Saga Super Saiyan 3 Goku. His Potential Unleashed form is superior to Super Saiyan 2, but it has no direct relation to later transformations, as it's listed in the supplemental Daisenshu as a branch off of Super Saiyan 2. Dragon Ball Super has also confirmed that it is possible for Gohan to transform into any of his Super Saiyan forms on top of his Potential Unleashed transformation, therefore allowing him to get even stronger, which he demonstrated in the Battle of Gods movie against Beerus. But anyways, I think that's gonna about wrap it up for this one, guys. This video was a lot longer than I thought it would be, but this topic is a lot more in depth than some of the other transformations, so hope you guys understand. Anyways, let me know your thoughts down below. Have a great day, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.